I mean, I don't know, you never met me before, so. Hey there, it's Tyler. If you guys want to know how I do this everyday emo eyeshadow look for brown eyes, then keep watching. So I guess first things first is opening up your energy drink. I know why that always scares me. Today we have Rockstar Punched. Usually I have a Monster, but I ran out. So I'm just going to take a basic eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. I've had this one for a while now. As you can see, some of the shadows are pretty much gone at this point. But this is the Nude Mood eyeshadow palette. Has more browns and more like orangey tones in here, as you can see. But I'm just going to start by using this palette and just a traditional eyeshadow brush that's a little bit more tapered on the end like this. So as you can see, my eyes are pretty dark. They're like a dark brown, and when it comes to like emo or even like goth makeup, you kind of have to like highlight them a little bit in certain ways. You could just put black eyeliner on or black eyeshadow and then just call it a day. Sometimes I do that. This look is more for like if you want to accentuate the browns in your eye, but also keep it really like smoky and more of that like emo rock star look we're going for. I already pinned up my hair. I look pretty stupid right now. So there's no names for these shadows. I'm just going to be pointing at the ones that I'm using. But I'm going to go in to this shade first. This kind of like darker brown shade. Then I have my Barbie mirror, which honestly, it sucks because it always does that. But it's the only mirror that I have handy right now. So just gonna put that all on the upper part of my eyelid, and I'm gonna bring it all the way up to the eyebrow, but keep just smoking everything out. You want it to be really blended and super smoky. Try not to have any harsh lines or smudges. Just like that compared to the other one. Then move that same eyeshadow and do the other side. Just go all the way to the eyebrow. There you go, as you can see. Now the next step, you're going to bring that same eyeshadow color. You're going to bring it down to the lower lash line. You don't want to look like a raccoon. You kind of want to just focus it more towards the waterline. As you can see, you can do the same for the other eye. Now we look super sleepy and tired. Now I'm going to take a more blending eyeshadow brush. I can show you the differences so you can see. So this is the eyeshadow brush that I was using. And I'm going to use this brush to kind of blend everything out. It's a little bit more longer and a little bit more fluffier to kind of help with the blending. I'm going to smoke out that bottom line that we just did. And people might not think that this part is necessary, but trust me, it is a lot. As you can see, it's a little bit more blended than this side. That's the first step, is just putting that brown eyeshadow all around your eyes and smoking down the underneath. All right, now here's the next step. Now, this next step is optional. You can skip this if you want to, but I really like doing this because I feel like it really accentuates my eyes a little bit more. But this is a red eyeliner. This is just from LA Girl Ultimate. It's actually a lip liner, but I use it as a red eyeliner. Maybe don't do that, but I haven't had any problems with this one. But it's just a red eyeliner. I don't know what the color this is. Oh, it's a Relentless Red. And I'm gonna focus this on the inner corners of my eye underneath on the bottom line like that. Just do a little bit. And we'll do the same on the other side, like so. Just add a little bit more. And then we're going to smoke out the red. I have another flatter eyeshadow brush to blend this out. And I feel like the red kind of brings out the warm tones in your brown eyes. I feel like it gives it more of that like sleepy, like sleepless rock star look of like staying up all night and partying and not going to bed, sleeping in your makeup. That's like the look. You see, it's not too harsh. You could go more, and if you want more red, you could add more, but I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to go into a different shade in this eyeshadow palette that is literally almost gone. When we go into this shade right here, it's a more orangey brown shade. I literally have to get a whole eyeshadow palette just to get more of this eyeshadow. Then you're going to pack this on your eyelid. Follow the outline of your eyeball. It's the easiest way that I can describe it. Just do your eyelid just like that. This is a different eyeshadow brush. It's a little bit more flat, and then it's like wider, more circular. I hope I'm explaining this correctly. Bring that shade over here as well, but you're just doing the eyelid. You're not going all the way up to the eyebrow. Then you're gonna bring this same eyeshadow to your bottom lash line where you put the brown one before, but only get it on your bottom lash line. Only place it there. As you can see, just brought that orangey brown down there. All right, now I'm gonna go into the very last shade in this eyeshadow palette, which is this one down here. It's like a black brown. And then I have here a smudging eyeshadow brush. It's shorter, it's denser, and it's flat, so it'll be easier to do the next step. I'm just gonna focus on the lash line with this one. So just press it more towards the lash line. As you can see, same with the other eye. Then we're going to bring that same eyeshadow to the bottom lash line as well. But I'm going to focus more towards the center of the eyelid and then all the way to the end of the eye. And I don't want it too close to my inner corner. Kind of want it to look just like that. Now that very first eyeshadow brush that you used, you're going to take this and you're going to smoke out the entire eye up to the eyebrow. Smoke out the entire eye, and I kind of like to focus on the eyelid area first and then slowly bring it up to the eyebrow. And then just smoke everything out. And then do the same to the lower lash line. You're going to smoke that out as well. It's really hard to keep your mouth closed when you're blending your eyeshadow. Okay, now I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to smoke out that lower lash line a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more smudged out. Does that look good? Hopefully. Now I'm going to go back in with that fluffier blending brush I had earlier, and I'm going to use that again to smoke out the lower lash line. Don't want to be looking like Beetlejuice. You want to look more smoked out and blended, more of a Lydia Dietz approach to eyeshadow. And don't ever think that you're blending out too much, because there's no such thing. Then you blend and blend and blend. Blending is the secret. And there's our eyeshadow completely done. You could totally stop here, and this is pretty much the eye look, but I do want to take an extra step that I've been loving recently, and this is a e.l.f. blush in the shade Always Rosy. It's more of an orangey blush, not so pink. And I'm going to take a more tapered out eyeshadow brush like this. Going to dab in there really lightly. And where I put that red before, I'm going to put this. Just put it right here and kind of just gently tap it on there. Probably can't even tell the difference. I feel like this just really gives me those dark circles that I want. I'm even going to take a step a little bit further and just kind of blend it out underneath my eyeshadow. Just like that. You see that? That's what we're looking for. And when you're doing this, don't press too hard when you're applying it, because you don't want harsh lines. You want to keep a really light hand on this. As you can see, I'm just going to take a powder brush and I'm just going to blend it even further just so it looks more seamless. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to take this out, put on the rest of my accessories, and then show you the end result. Alright, and that is the finished look. I just put on my rings, the rest of my jewelry, my lip rings, and I feel like this eyeshadow look really gives my eyes a little bit more depth other than just black smudgy eyeliner. The brownish tones of this eyeshadow bring out the brown tones in my eyes. My brown eyes are pretty dark, but I feel like if you had more of a lighter brown or even more of an amber leaning eye color, this eyeshadow look would look really good with them. I just love that little bit of red. I feel like it really kind of brings out the warmth in the eyeshadow. And yeah, that completes today's tutorial. Let me know if you have any questions, and see you later. God, this mirror is just, look at this. What the hell? What is the point of having this on here? What, so I can sit it down and do my makeup like that? Who fucking does that? No offense to those who do. I mean, it's honestly pretty crazy if you ask me. But you know, it's just whatever.